Here we go. Day two of my challenge. My challenge to end our self sabotage so that we can stop playing small and so that we can really live the life that we'd like to live. And even more importantly, we can live the life that we're destined to live. Because that is such a good feeling. I have to say, I love my life more and more with every passing day, every passing year, every passing decade. And I am so grateful that through my spiritual practice, my intense challenges with self medication and self sabotage have really dissolved and resolved in a most miraculous way. And I know it's not because I'm special. I know it's really because when we do the inner work, it works. When we truly live A Course in Miracles and practice the teachings and apply them day by day, it really works. And as we love ourselves more and we remove the blocks to love, then the whole need for self medication dissolves and resolves so that we just don't need to fall down that hole anymore. And it is such a deep hole, the self medication and the self sabotage. It really leaves us feeling helpless and hopeless. It really does leave us feeling ashamed and beaten down and absolutely filled with self hatred. And I would like to do everything I can to support people in moving out of it. So that's why we've got this challenge. Now, on to day two. Day one is the biggest day of all. There's a lot of work on that worksheet, and it's big eye-opening work. What we're going to start doing here in day two is working on the emotional healing and really getting to what are the emotions behind our choices, what's really driving our choice towards self-sabotage. So as I talked about yesterday, what a lot of us are going through is we feel that we're not good enough, that there's something wrong with us. We feel ashamed. We feel hurt. We feel all these upsetting emotions, what I call the divine alarm clock going off. And all of these upsets are never for the reason we think, right? That's pure Course in Miracles. I'm never upset for the reason I think. We're upset in actuality because of our interpretations and the meaning we've made of things. So if we don't feel good about ourselves, we're going to interpret everything through that lens that we're not good, that we're bad, that there's something wrong with us, that we should be punished, we are being punished. And then that's going to drive us to self-sabotage in all kinds of ways, right? People self-sabotage at work. And what happens then is then they get mistreated at work, or they get attacked at work, they get sabotaged at work. They sabotage themselves, and then they miss out on that promotion, that bonus, that opportunity, and then they feel helpless and hopeless. But you see, it's not that we feel helpless and hopeless because of what happened at work. That's not how it is. What's really going on is we feel helpless and hopeless, and so we do something at work. We manifest something at work or anywhere else in our life that seems to prove that we are helpless and hopeless. But it doesn't prove that we're helpless and hopeless. It only proves that we believe it, and so we're manifesting it. But it's not true. But it doesn't matter if it's true or not. What matters is what we believe. So that's why in my year-long Masterful Living course and all my courses, we work on what are the beliefs, let's shift the belief so that we can have a different experience. And that's what I'm inviting you today, is to look at what's really going on. Think about this, okay? Probably you're like me, and maybe at some point in your life you decided you would like to lose some weight, right? And so you're doing it from this place of maybe you're not happy with your body, you're not happy with yourself, you think your life would be better if you lose some weight and things like that. Been there, done that, we've all done that. So then you work really hard, you lose that weight, you exercise, you diet, you do all those things, you lose that weight. And then it doesn't stay off, it comes back, right? Because you only lost it, now you found it again. right? We've all done that, or a lot of us have done that, or something like it. And what's really going on there is, yes, you can do everything in the world of form to lose the weight, but if you don't change your belief system, then probably the weight will come back. Now, one of the things that I've seen happen year after year with folks in Masterful Living is as they shift their belief system and as they really learn to love themselves, what happens is they naturally start to eat better, exercise better, and they naturally lose the weight, and then they keep it off because they keep doing the work and things keep improving for them. So it's not about weight loss. It's not about that at all. It's really about when we're loving ourselves, when we're doing this inner work of truly living A Course in Miracles and applying these teachings, doing the forgiveness work and really living the lessons, then what naturally occurs is healing. And it's healing the things that feel dysfunctional. It's healing the false beliefs that are consistently manifesting as a life we don't like and a life we don't enjoy. So one of the things that happens is when we get upset, we're upset not for the reason we think, we're upset because of our interpretation, and our interpretation is through the lens of our belief system. So the only way to really have a healing is to shift the beliefs. And that's why in Masterful Living, we spend the entire year working on shifting our beliefs. When people do this, then the things in the world of form that they don't like shift and change. And the things that they do like start showing up, including healed relationships, healed body, healed finances, healed creativity and career. All kinds of things get healed when we change our belief system. So we're seeking not to find happiness in the world, but we're seeking to remove the blocks to love in our own heart and mind so that we can naturally live a life of love, naturally live a life of miracles and real joy. And so we can learn to through joy rather through pain and suffering. But when we're sabotaging ourselves on a daily basis, which is what I used to do, then we're learning through pain. And we can learn through pain, but it is a slow drip method. And having spent decades learning through pain, I'm so grateful that now I can learn through joy on a regular basis. I'm not 100% only living through joy. I am still learning through contrast and the pain of contrast, but it's happening less and less. And I'm so grateful for that. Good Lord, am I grateful. I now get to put my time, my energy, my money, everything into doing wonderful things like creating this challenge for you to help you live your very best life. So today you're looking at the emotional undercurrents of the self-sabotage so that you can heal at that core level. Bring that to your awareness, bring it to the light. We're going to work with it all 6 days of the challenge. You'll be so glad you did this. It's really worth it. You're worth it. It is shocking how much we can change in a short period of time. I see this every year in Masterful Living. People have profound transformation in just 1 year. Not everybody does. It really depends on your willingness and how much you put into it. You'll get out of it exactly what you put into it. So if you're like me and you feel, as I used to feel, really demoralized and depressed and dysfunctional because of how you're self-sabotaging and self-medicating, just know it doesn't have to be that way. It can really change. There is a lot of support for you. We've got it. Come and do the challenge with us. We'd love to support you. All right. I love you.